G'day guys, welcome to Primal Waters. Today we're going to talk about Megalodon. Could this shark still exist today? This is what the part of this YouTube channel is about, Primal Waters. We like to discuss the possibility of creatures like this still existing in the ocean somewhere around the world. Now you think with today's technology someone would have had some type of video evidence of this, but at this point in time there's simply not. So can this shark still exist today? Now I've talked about in past videos about if this shark was around today, I don't think it would be the same shark it was 2.5 million years ago. I think for a shark like this to survive in today's world, it would have had to have evolved into something that not into something, it would have had to have evolved to adapt. And we know that with Darwin's theory about evolution. If you have small pockets, I'm not an expert on this, but what I know is that if you have small pockets of a same type of species of animal and one gets isolated in a different environment or situation, for it to survive it needs to evolve. And we see that in some parts around the world. So could there have been an area in the ocean where Megalodon could have survived, and for it to flourish today have to evolve or adapt to its new environment? So the Megalodon that swam around 2.5 million years ago might be different to the Megalodon that may be swimming around the oceans today. And for that, I would say it's probably not as big as the Megalodon was in the past. It might be a lot smaller in size. And when I say smaller in size, I'm talking probably size of the biggest great white shark out there. Now, we've heard stories that go back hundreds of years from fishermen. We've heard stories from whalers about their stories of them encountering large sharks. And some of those stories I've talked about in past videos. For instance, the whalers in Western Australia back in the early 70s, 60s, when they used to tie up the whales alongside their ships at night, and they used to hear all this commotion in the water, and when they come out, they used to witness large sharks, which they estimated to be around about 9 to 10 meters in length. Could these be relatives to the Megalodon shark? Could these sharks be what Megalodon was 2.5 million years ago and have evolved into a smaller version of that shark? Who knows? The ocean is a vast area, and up to today 95% of it is still unexplored. That 95% could be the answer where these sharks are. Could these sharks exist? Could there be some part in the world, in the ocean, where these sharks exist because what they need, their food source, is there? Who knows? It's just fascinating to think about. You know, this is something I like to talk about. This is something I like to think about. You can't rule it out. I'm not saying that the sharks do exist, but what if? We know every year new species of marine animals are discovered, and these animals have stayed hidden from human eyes for a very long time and only just been discovered. The megamouth is one shark I do believe was only discovered in the early 80s or maybe 70s, and that's a fairly large shark. So the possibilities. Now, we watch these shows, Discovery, National Geographic, and when they have these monster hunt movies, documentaries, when they go out and search for Megalodon, to find one of these animals is probably like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It really would. Unless you have the money and the dedication, this is probably something that you would need to do for pretty much most of your life, to search for a creature like this. The ocean is just so huge, and things can stay hidden for a very long time. I know for a shark this big, evidence of whales and stuff like that, whales washing up ashore with giant bite marks. We don't hear of that, we don't see that. But it doesn't mean they're not there. So like I say, I think the Megalodon shark that existed 2.5 million years ago could be a lot different to the shark that exists today. You just don't know. And to search for something like this, you would need a lot of money. A lot of money. So, like I said, this is something I like thinking about, talking about, and this is what this channel is about. Talking about the existence of Megalodon. Could this shark still exist today? Does the Megalodon, do the whale strandings that happen around the world, could that be caused by some unknown predator that are hunting these whales, that make these whales beach themselves? I don't know. We don't know. The ocean is still a mystery to us. We know more about space than we do about what's in our oceans. Could Caracles Megalodon exist today? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you go check out my other shark videos. This is something I like to talk about. Megalodon sharks, great white sharks, other new species, unknown species of animals that live a very, very long time ago that could exist today. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you watch my next video, and I'll see you in the next one.